Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another Generation 1 Transformers review and part 2 of my series, Pedal to the Metal with the Powermasters. My look at 1988's Generation 1 Powermasters. Now, before we get to talking about the subject of this video, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're watching this video right here, and are not subscribed to Patriot Prime Reviews, please hit that subscribe button right now. It won't cost you a thing, but will help me and my channel out tremendously. Now, on to the bot. The robot we're taking a look at in this video is 1988's Darkwing. Darkwing is the partner to the subject of my last video, Dredd Wing. Now, Darkwing, coming out in 1988, did not feature at all in the animated television show, though he did appear animated in 3 different Transformer commercials. The Powermasters commercial, a Pretenders commercial, and briefly in a Micromasters commercial. Now, Darkwing appeared with his cohort Dreadwing as mercenaries in Marvel Comics beginning in issue number 42, where he and Dreadwing went to the planet Nebulos in search of Scorponok and his crew. Now, I went over the history of Dreadwing in my last video. The history of Darkwing and Dreadwing are interconnected because these two are inseparable, so I'm not going into the full details. Just know that in issue 42, Dreadwing and Darkwing became Powermasters, and also there were some Autobots that became Powermasters as well. These guys got whooped by Powermaster Optimus Prime, and they fled the planet. They later appeared in issue number 52 as robot hunters for the gangsters, the Mechanibals. They were hired to track down robotic life forms to bring to the Mechanibals, who in turn would eat them. Later, it was discovered that Dreadwing and Darkwing were in fact robots themselves, and the Mechanibals ended up chasing them throughout the galaxy. In issue 58, it's come to be known that Darkwing and Dreadwing were hired by Megatron to recover the body of Starscream, who had destroyed himself in the Underbase saga. Megatron was going to rebuild Starscream using Pretender technology and use Starscream to attack the Autobots. During the course of the story, Megatron, who had kidnapped Ratchet to help him see his insane plan come to fruition, they got into a fight and the Decepticon base exploded, supposedly killing Megatron and Ratchet. Darkwing and Dreadwing were left once again without an employer. In issue 74, we see that Darkwing and Dreadwing were transported to Cybertron, along with every other functional Transformer at the time, to take on the threat of Unicron. The duo survived their battle with Unicron and were seen again in issue number 80 as they were picking off Autobots in their combined form of Dredd Wing. And one of the Autobots they chose to make sure they took out was the Autobot Powermaster Getaway, getting some long-awaited revenge on the Autobot who helped kick their butt in issue number 42. The pair were last seen fleeing the planet Clo after the defeat of the Decepticons by the last Autobot. So without further ado, let's take a look at this classic Transformer. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Darkwing's alt mode is that of a Panavia GR1 Tornado fighting jet, and this thing looks fantastic. This is one of my favorite Generation 1 Decepticon jets. I mean, just look at this. The collars just scream Decepticon. Lots of nice molded details throughout and beautiful stickers, and these are the original G1 stickers. Granted, that one could use a little bit of replacing. Right up here on the cockpit, nice clear cockpit where you can actually look in and see the pilot and co-pilot seat. I love that. That looks so cool. Rubber tip, just like Dreadwing, but the collars blend perfectly with the plastic. Underneath the jet, hey, there's a robot there. The biggest problem with Generation 1 jet robots, you can always see the robot underneath. There is no landing gear, but he does have 4 independently rolling wheels, so he's got that going on. Now, another feature I like about this jet, it kind of reminds me of the G.I. Joe Sky Striker. The preferred mode is what you see right here, or you can bring the wings out so you have that look. Remember the old Sky Striker, you could have the wings all the way out or swept back like so. This is how he's supposed to look. So that is pretty much it for Darkwing in jet mode. Now, of course, the gimmick with the Powermasters is that they required a secondary figure to unlock the transformation. And Darkwing's Powermaster partner is Throttle. I didn't really go over Throttle in the history of Darkwing, but Throttle, according to the comics, was a criminal. He was a low-life scum that Dreadwing's partner High Test met in a bar and promised him all this power to join him becoming a Powermaster. This guy has a lot of nice details on him. He has kind of a lizard frog look about him. In the comics, it was a helmet, but he just looks like a lizard robot. Pretty cool. I like lizards. Articulation, his arms can go up and down, and the legs can go in and out, mainly due to transformation. Now, to transform Throttle to engine mode, simply bring the legs up and around, making sure that this little peg right here goes in that hole on the shoulder. And there is Throttle in engine mode. To attach him to Darkwing, make sure the head of the engine faces the tail fin and slot in. These little pegs right here need to correspond to those black buttons there, which will unlock the nose cone. Nose cone is locked into place until you get Throttle attached. So we got him in there. And now for transformation of Darkwing, you simply bring this nose cone up. Sometimes you have to press down a little harder because right there, it locks right there and with this tab. Now, if you're looking for a Darkwing, watch this tab. Usually these have a lot of stress on them. Mine is not too bad. Now you're going to take the tail fin, split apart, bring the cockpit all the way back, and turn around. Darkwing has one of the coolest transformations of a G1 figure. Take the wings and fold those back. The arms are attached to the wings. And then you're going to take Darkwing and pull him apart like so, folding these sections down, forming the legs. Right here are the toes. Go ahead and bring these out. Those on both sides. There we go. And now bring the legs down. They are on a nice ratchet. Now, for transformation, I love this part. You're going to take the body and rotate toward the back of the plane. This will cause the head to slide up. Now, unfortunately, mine's got a catch on the inside, so I can't get the head to pop all the way up. And with this 30-plus-year-old toy, I'm not going to force it. So I kind of grab a hold of the head and help it as I twist. And there you go. Bring the shoulders together. Once you get Darkwing stood up, you're going to take the fists and rotate them so the hole is facing forward. Now you'll take Darkwing's blasters, place one in each hand, and there you have Generation 1 Darkwing, all armed and ready for battle. I love this robot. This is one of my favorite Generation 1 Transformers. He just looks so cool. I love the head sculpt. He kind of looks like Batman. I like how the thrusters kind of are over his head there. Great articulation for a G1. The arms can go forward on a soft ratchet, and he has an elbow bend along with a wrist swivel. No articulation at all in the legs. Now you can take his weapons and combine them together. They have little, I like to call Lego ports. So now he can wield this double blaster. Great sticker details on him. Like I said, those are the original decals. They look really, really good. And what I like about him too, when you look at him head on, you cannot tell that he transforms into a jet. Of course, you could fold the wings out
like so, but I don't think that looks near as good as how he's supposed to look. Normally with my jet transformers, I like the wings sticking out from the shoulders. So there you go, guys. 1988's Generation 1 Darkwing. Now for some quick size comparison. Here is 1988's Darkwing and Throttle with Generation 1 Optimus Prime, War for Cybertron Siege Thundercracker, and Power of the Prime's Blackwing. I guess the word dark had been copyrighted. 1988's Powermaster Darkwing is a fantastic toy. I love the jet mode. I love the robot mode. The robot mode is probably one of my favorite looking bots out of Generation 1. Great articulation for a G1 figure. Great head sculpt. I mean, this guy is so cool. Not to mention he's got such a unique transformation. And the icing on the cake with this guy is the fact that you can combine him with his partner Dreadwing to form the Superjet Dredd Wing. And in order to do that, you're going to have both Dreadwing, who I talked about in my last Powermaster review, and Darkwing in jet mode with their Powermasters attached. Now the first thing you want to do, we'll take Dreadwing first. You want to remove the weapons. Take the weapons off both sides. And after you have those off, go ahead and combine them to form the double blaster. Next, on Dreadwing, take the tail fin and move up like so, and we'll set him aside. Taking Darkwing, let's remove the weapons. Combine those together for the double blaster and set aside. Now for Darkwing, you're going to take the nose cone up and over. You're going to have to split the tail fin. Now it can go all the way down, but I like to have mine angled slightly, and then fold the nose cone all the way over so it looks like that. Now you're going to take both jets. You can see the tabs here on Dreadwing correspond to the slots here on Darkwing. Tabs up here on the fuselage go to the hole there on the afterburner. So you got to line those up just right. There we go. So we got the two planes connected. Now you're going to take Dreadwing's wings and you're going to slide these back so they go into the slot there on Dreadwing. So make sure you've got those lined up just right and slide back. There we go. Nice snug fit. Now you're going to take Darkwing's wings, bring those out, and they will slot underneath the missile on Dreadwing. Get both sides. There you go. Now on the front of Dreadwing, there's these little wings that are hid that you'll fold out just like that. And now we're almost done. Right here, little purple section, you'll bring that up, and that's going to form a bigger tail fin. Now we've got the double blasters. There's holes on either side. Slot one set of double blasters on this side, one set of double blasters here on the other. And there you have Dreadwing in all his glory. I love this jet. This thing is so cool, so big, so bulky. I dig it. Now, it's totally not an Earth-style vehicle anymore, and as such, it's portrayed in the comics for interstellar travel. When these guys go from planet to planet, this is the form they take. I love the details on it. I love how it hooks together, though that part doesn't hook too well. But still, I mean, it's solid. It's not going anywhere, unlike that Power of the Primes version. Very well armed. It's got missiles. It's got guns. This thing is so cool. Flip it over. It's got all the wheels from both jets, so it can roll along really good. So there you go, guys, the combined form of Dreadwind and Darkwing as Dreadwing. So there you go, guys, 1988's Powermaster, Darkwing, and Throttle.
So, does a Generation 1 Darkwing belong in your collection? Once again, this is one for the hardcore collectors or G1 completionists only. He is a fantastic toy. I love his robot mode. I love his jet mode. But be warned, tracking one of him down 100% complete and unbroken is going to cost you some money. These guys are so expensive on the secondary market. Plus, if you have him, you're going to have to get Dreadwing as well so you can have that combined jet mode. So if you see one for a good price, without hesitation, pick him up. Just make sure he's unbroken. And guys, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. I've got quite a few more Powermasters I want to get in front of the camera. Plus, as you can see, there's still a lot left I need to review. Also, check out my series, The Sit Rep, where I sit down and talk to other Transformer collector YouTubers, and we have a blast talking about those plastic robots back there. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. This is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!